Priyanka ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am? Priyanka ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am?
Right now, I have joined from my mobile. Once I will join from my system, I will switch towards my system. In the meanwhile, you just share your slides. I will be explaining from here, from your side.
Yes, ma'am.
So, good afternoon to one and all present here. I hope my voice is audible and I am also visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, first of all, I would like to thank you, IoT Academy, ma'am, and all the members associated with IoT for inviting me and having showing your trust in me. So I'm going to start this. The topic allotted to me is basics of teaching, learning, and research in higher education. So under this, we have best presentation techniques for teachers in higher education. Many presentation techniques are there, but people do not know just because they do not aware of IT techniques and the presentation techniques. They are not aware about the presentation styles. So here I come up with new techniques. I will tell you how Google Doc, how uh, Google Doc, or we can say how Google Slide help us. Apart from Slides and Google Doc, any other techniques like Kahoot is there, assessment for assessment purpose, quizzes are there, the how they can help us in our daily usage life, in our teaching. So, first of all, I would like to start with the story. There is a story, and there was a fair in the village. There was a balloon seller. The two balloon seller was passing away from the fair. They were just passing away from the road in the fair, and one was having a balloon of same color, another is having the balloon of different color. See, you can see the balloon of same color, that is blue color, and another one is having a balloon of different colors. So they were passing away from there. Till evening, they got to know that their balloons are not sold yet. They were thinking we are selling it in a traditional way. The cost of these balloons are 5 rupees and they are selling it in a traditional way. Then they decided to make a strategy. The strategy is, ma'am, next. Balloon seller, what he did, he tried to make it more attractive by sticking some.
Sorry, ma'am, you have to unmute yourself, ma'am.
The first balloon seller, what he did, he tried to make it more attractive. What he did, he put some stationary item over there. He tried to change the structure of the balloon. See, these are the blue structure, blue balloons, and he what he did, he added some stationary items. He made cartoon on it to make it more attractive. And to see this, people gathered over here, and his balloons were sold out. Then what happened? To see this, the second balloon seller was amazed to see all these things. The second balloon seller, now it has become the challenge for the second balloon seller to sell the balloons. What he did, next slide please. What he did, he flew all the balloons, the colorful balloons in the air, and started shouting, those whose balloon fly high in the sky will be the winner. The cost of this balloon is 7 rupees, and the winner do not need to pay anything. I will pay 7 rupees to the winner. Seeing this, all the people rushes to the second balloon seller. The kids were enjoying. Now they purchased the balloon, and they started uh, releasing the balloon in the air. So when the moral of the story is, when the balloon seller was selling only the balloons in a traditional way, nobody rushes toward him. And when they change their strategies in an innovative way, then most of the people gathered over there. So in presentation also, if I talk about presentation, the people, what people see, they do not see how you are going to present, what is the content. They want something new, they want something innovative, they want innovative ideas. If your presentation is good, then people like your presentation skills. If your content is good but your presentation skill is not good, and you can see in at the time of interview, you can see at the time of delivering the lecture, when the content of any person is good, you are more attracted, you like that. But if the presentation skill is also very good, then you will become a fan of that person, right? So in day to day life, this presentation skill work a lot. So what is presentation? Next slide please. So presentation, we can say it is mean of communication where you are addressing group, you are addressing yourself in a meeting, you are briefing your team in a proper way, you are communicating in a proper way so as to make them understand in a more appropriate manner. Suppose if I talk about the introduction of yours, suppose if you want to introduce yourself, what will you do? Some are the assistant professors, some are freshers over here, some belong to industry. There are many people are there. But at the time of presenting yourself, some people will say, my name is this, and I am from here. Some people forgot to take the points. What points they have to consider while presenting themselves. This is based on some points. Suppose if you want to introduce yourself, then you should first explain your name, tell your name properly, your occupation, the country or the city from where you belong, your education, what you have done, your hobbies. You have to tell your interest also and achievement also. See, there is the difference between hobbies and interest. Hobbies means Do you know what is the difference between hobbies and interest? Interest is something which you daily practice. It is your skill. Suppose you practice badminton and you are the winner of the badminton. You play at a national level, international level. So this is your interest. Hobbies means you like to play badminton. Some are good in dancing, so they dance in an Indian Idol. They are part of Indian Idol, so they are practicing it daily. So this is the interest. But when we like dance, we go in a party and dance. This is the hobby, right? So when you introduce while introducing yourself, you have to cover few points like your name. Suppose my name is Dr. Priyanka Chawla. I am senior assistant professor at Prestige Institute Indore. My education qualification includes MBA, PhD, and postdoc. My hobbies are car driving, dancing, listening to music. My area of interest is research, doing research, contributing toward the society because I'm doing it on a regular basis. My achievement includes I got Best Faculty Award, I got Best Presentation Award in the year dash dash dash. So this is how I presented myself. So you have to cover these points while presenting yourself. Now, uh, when another thing is when you present yourself, there are three things which you have to know. The three things is what, who, and how. When you present yourself, you should know the topic. You should know your topic. Do not go anywhere against the topic. Suppose my topic is on presentation. So I have to include all the things related to presentation. I cannot tell motivated story. I cannot include motivated story in this because it is not a part of this. If you are stick into the topic, then people will stay available. Then people will be available for you. They like your presentation. You should know who, you should know your audience. What is the background of your audience? How many people are there? What is the age group? Suppose in my case, I can see there are 35 members, including the team, organizing team, and most of them are from academics. They are from academic background. So this point is to be covered. Since you are from academic background, so it is better if I cover all the tools related to ICT. Strategy, what strategy you will be opted? What is the teaching pedagogy you will be including while delivering your lectures? So these things you have to remember. Next is the question arises how you are going to engage the audience. Ma'am, please, next. This is the most difficult task to engage the audience because if your content is good, then people will stay there. If your content is not good and if your voice is not clear, if you have monotonous voice means I speak in a constant way and I speak slowly. Suppose if I speak in this way, then will you be able to stay with this? Suppose my speech volume is this. Uh, I speak slowly, then in a monotonous voice, then you will not take interest at all. For that, it is necessary that the interaction with the audience will be required. Interaction with the audience means I have to include some MCQs, I have to include some questions, I have to make them involved in my presentation. Suppose if Suppose there are 35 members. Um, I will ask one question and let's see who is going to answer the question. My question is, how you involve your student in a physical classroom while delivering your lecture? Is there anyone who can answer? I can see many participants over here.
Ma'am, please repeat the question once again.
How you are going to involve your students while delivering your lectures, because sometimes students do not take interest in your lectures. So in the meanwhile, what we have to do, we have to make some strategies to make them involved. How you are going to involve them?
Cracking some related jokes.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Another
by
thing is
asking them to share their real life examples.
you, right. So similarly, when you present yourself, it is required that you have to involve your participants also. Ask them, or ask, if you want to make them involved, then you can ask with the help of some MCQs based questions. Some you can give assignments to them, right? You have to make the strategies in such a way that they can contribute in your part. You have to change your module. In at the end of the session, I will tell you what strategies you can adopt. Instead of one-way communication, you have to adopt two-way communication. One-way communication means I'm not a radio, or I'm not a
Not a
TV
TV.
that you are seeing, that you are watching, right? So it is a two-way communication. If I am telling something, then you are expected to ask question, or discuss your opinions with me, right? Next is, when you present yourself, the first thing is engaging your audience. If you have engaged your audience properly, that means you 50% you have won. Second is, next is in your presentation skill. Next, body language plays important role. Next, body language means use of gesture. The body language, nodding the head, use of gesture, movement of hands, right? So automatically these things are involved. So, like in my session, my hands, my fingers are automatically moving. So this is the natural gesture. This you have to use your natural gestures. Do not keep your hands in a pocket in the trouser. Do not keep your hand cuffed behind your back. Do not fold your hands in front of the audience. Do not keep your arms closed. Do not keep your hands aside like this. Do not stand straight. You have to keep moving. You have to involve yourself in the audience, because when you interact with the audience, they share their opinion, they share their views, and automatically they get involved, they like your lecture. So automatically what you have to do, you have to make them, you have to create the arouse the interest of the audience. Next is, while presenting yourself, facial expressions. The facial expression means your smile. Next, you should always wear smile on your face. If you do not wear smile, that means uh, audience, from audience point of view, you will be not confident enough. You should stay cool and calm. Your posture while sitting or while standing should be erect. Your voice, the voice should not be slow. Your voice should be like this. If you are stressing on some important point, then you should raise your voice in that particular sentence. You should take positive and frequent pause, because people or audience need some time to digest your lectures. Your you should vary your pitch volume, pacing. Do not say in a constant manner. Eye contact is also important. Connect your audience with the help of eye, but do not stare for the long time. Only 3 seconds to 4 seconds are enough to connect with the audience. If you looking to the audience continuously, then it should not seems good. Next is, next slide. You should, while speaking, you should take uh, pause. Don't afraid while taking pause, because you require pause in between, and also people need some time to understand what you are saying. Another thing is, when you present yourself, your PPT slides, you should take care of your PPT slides, what you have, what tools you have to include, how you make your presentation more beautiful and attractive, use of audio and visual aids as much as required. You should include images, facts and figures, charts, different type of ICT tools. Your font size should be 30, because then only it will be visible to the last benchers. Write only points, else you should have to describe in your own way. Your slide should be effective. The next thing is, as sir said, you should crack jokes in between. So be an entertainer. I'm not saying you should be a comedian of Kapil Sharma show or of your life. The only thing is, just to crack some jokes, use as much idioms, quotes. You should express your things in such a way that you tell story. Tell something in the form of story, so that your audience may attract. They can understand the things in a better way. Add games, fun activities, quizzes in your PPTs. Suppose if I want to ask anything, then then randomly I can ask, or I can use wheel spinning. I can use wheel random wheel spinner, if you know the name. So this is the fun activity. What we have to do in that, suppose if I want to select any name of the person, what we generally do, we write the name of the person on the piece of paper, and we shuffle, and then we select randomly. So instead of doing this, we can use random spin wheeler. So this is the online tool which is available, random spin wheeler. You can use this. You can I will send you the link. Random spin wheeler. Message. Random spinning. Write down random spinning. Random spinning. Random spinning. Yeah, or random spin wheeler. You can try it at your end. Now, next slide. Now, if I tell you, you can see here education. There is a story behind this. How this education sector come, this blended learning come. When we talk about education, earlier Gurukul system was adopted. People used to learn with the help of gurus, and people use with the help of their under the supervision of gurus. The texts were recorded on the palm. Leaves were used for sharp writing instrument. The curricula includes Vedas, Vedic literature, and physical educations were the part of this curriculum. In physical education, we preferred jumping, hunting, wrestling. These type of activities were involved. So education started under the supervision of gurus, and there were no classrooms, no labs that time. We used to go in the place of guru's house and we learned something. This is the structure of Vedic period. Moving ahead, when this Vedic era ended, with the advent of printing and press, the demand of number of books increases. But their accessibility was not possible that time, because people used to sit over here and did not uh, give proper timing, because it is not reachable. But everywhere library was not established. Then moving ahead. Next. After this Vedic era, post-independence, there comes pre-independence. First was Vedic period, second one was pre-independence. Under this, there was an influence of Islamic by Mughal period, and there was influence of British Raj. The Mughal period brought Islamic influence, and British Raj tried to come up with Christian missionaries, school and colleges. That means there was a dominance of English language, but it was the basis of higher education. Our Britishers, from Britisher, we have learned that English is required. Then we come to the next era, which is called post-independence. Next. Then we come to the era which is called post-independence. This is the host of the education institution, which was set up by the government. Many premier schools were set up. There were schools for girls also. We focused on girls' education here. Private institutions were set up. So under this post-independence, the traditional way of learning was started. Then after this, next, there comes an era. If you see this picture, can you see this picture? What this picture is showing? Can you see this picture? What this picture is showing? That only there is a teacher who is teaching 30 to 40 students in a 4-wall of classroom. Yes, it is teacher centric. It is not student centric. Teacher dictate the lecture. Whatever teacher is dictating, they are just writing it down. Here knowledge is fixed. This is called traditional way of teaching. So it is showing that file is transferred from one computer to another, right? After this traditional era, next slide, there comes the era of online learning. Online learning means now kids, children get involved themselves in online workshop, online era, use of seminar, workshops. The role of teacher has changed. Teacher come up with new method, the new innovative method. As time changes, we have to change our mind also. Next, after online learning, there comes the era of blended learning. It is the combination of traditional classroom learning as well as online learning. It is also called blended or hybrid learning. The role of teacher from sage on stage transformed to guide on site. That means earlier teacher were standing in front of students and they were dictating the lesson. Now they are what the teachers are doing. They are standing in the side and guiding them. So here the role of teachers has changed. There are different types of blended learning. For example, next slide. First is station rotation. Station rotation, as the name itself has a meaning that at every station there is some people and they are rotating. Suppose there is a class of 60 students. First, teacher will instruct only 20 students, and then these 20 students will be given some work in a collaborative way. They will discuss it, and then the same 20 students will be instructed online. That means these 20 students are given some tasks, have been given some tasks. In the meanwhile, teacher will be instructed next 20 students. So this is called station rotation. Second is enriched virtual. What do you mean by a word enriched virtual? Here, focus is only given on online work only. People require teacher, people take help of the teacher only at that time when there is a doubt. When there is no doubt, they continue with the online part. So here focus is given on online coursework. Next is third is flexible learning. It is the thing where we learn at our own place. We learn at our own place. That means Swayam, in case of Neptal, in case of edX, in case of Coursera. So these are the different things which we introduced in case of flexible learning. Next is fourth is flipped classroom. ये बंद कर देना. Next is flipped classroom. Flipped classroom is also called extended e-learning. Flipped classroom is called extended e-learning. It goes beyond the book. What we do here, in traditional learning, what we dictate, people write over there. But in case of flipped classroom, first we give assignment to the student, they search on their own, and then they discuss in the class. So that's why it is called extended e-learning, or we can say it goes beyond the book. Apart from book, we come up with new things. We discuss in the class. We demerits. We relate it with the past and future. Next is self-directed. Self-directed means here student try to find out, want to learn and present it in front of teachers. What they want to learn, they present it in front of their teachers. But there are some stages for that. Stage one is here teacher's role is authoritative and they provide coaching to the students. The role of student is they are totally dependent on the teacher to learn something, like in case of coaching or practice session. That means we are just giving information to the students. On the basis of that, we arouse the interest of the student. The second stage is of student interest area. Here students are interested. Teacher's role is to guide them, to motivate them. So with the help of workshop, with the help of inspiring lectures, with the help of discussions, we come up to this model. Third step is we are going to involve our student. Students are involved. Here the role of teacher is like a facilitator on the basis of discussions. And the last stage is self-directed. Here what we do, we delegate some things to the students. Like in case of internship, like in case of dissertation, we provide some guidance to the students, right? Then it includes next synchronous and asynchronous learning. Synchronous means, do you have any idea of this synchronous and asynchronous learning? Anybody? Like if I talk about this session, so you have to be present in this session. Then only you will be able to see this. So when you engage your course content and your student at the same time, teacher and students are available at the same time with the help of live streaming, live chat, then it is called synchronous learning. When you engage your student with the content by providing some material, by assigning some notes, uploaded media in the form of quiz, then it is called asynchronous learning. In case of synchronous learning, teacher guide them. In case of asynchronous learning, teacher's role is like a facilitator. Now I will be asking one question. Suppose IoT Academy provide you video lecture or link of this session. Then what type of learning that will be? Asynchronous or synchronous?
Asynchronous.
Asynchronous.
Asynchronous, right.
As-
Next slide. Thank you. Now, make your ICT tool more effective. There are some ways which make your class more interactive. The first one is YNAW. The full form is you need a wiki. You need a wiki means suppose you are assigning notes, you are planning to assign notes to the students. What you do while providing notes to the students? What you do? I'm asking the eminent faculties who are sitting over here in this session. Suppose if you want to provide notes to the students, the traditional way which we all use is with the help of
WhatsApp group
is with the
or
help of
dictating the notes,
yes, you create WhatsApp group and provide notes to them. Another
or we can dictate in the class.
or
Now, regular classes means dictating the notes in the classes.
yes, this is the traditional way. Now, if you type this, you need a wiki. You have to create your own. You have to create your own. You need a wiki. That means it is a subject. You can create your own wiki. Since I'm not using my laptop, you just type you need a wiki. Ma'am, I request organizers to write you need a wiki. Here you can mention Google Doc, Google Slide, Google Sheet at one place. You can include all these material. Yes, you need a wiki. Now you have to create your own account. You have to sign in with the Google. This type of you have to link it with the Google. Now you have to sign it with the Google. अरे 15 मिनट शांति रख लो यार.
Ma'am, the next, ma'am.
Now allow. This is the permission that you have to give to the Google. Now go to create. Write the name of the wiki. Write the name of the wiki means your subject. Suppose you are teaching financial accounting, suppose you are teaching management, then you have to write it over there. The name of the subject, management. Skip. Now you go to skip part. That see, this is the way in which you have started your. You need a wiki part. In this way, you can add more subjects. If you go to this add new option, so you can see here, you can add your Google Slides over here. You can Google Sheet is also here. You can uh, include Google Slide also, Google Form in the to take the test of the students. If you have something in your Google Drive, then you can directly import it or copy it from there. So this is the way you can manage your own wiki subjects at a proper place. So the advantage is you can organize it in a well manner. It is easily accessible for all the students. There is a privacy option also. If you to whom you want to share, you can only share with the students in a shareable form. You others also may contribute and edit your lessons, one or two people, and there is a automatically saving option. If I could able to share the link of my Google wiki, then I will be sharing. Give me 1 minute so that I can share it with you, my wiki. I'll be sharing the link only. You need a wiki. I will be sharing the link on the chat box so that you can access to my wiki. That will help you a lot. In the meanwhile, I will be sending the link to. I will be sending the link in the chat box. Give me some time. Do not waste our time in this. I will be sending soon. Next is online board. You can use in your presentation. You can use your online boards also. So there are different online boards available. So like our app, we can see here Canva, Board, Jamboard, Miro, Classroom Screen. All these things which are shown at the top, these are freely available. While Stormboard, Twiddler, Whiteboard, Scribbler, Limnu, Classflow, these are not free of cost. For the time being, for 14 or 15 days or for 30 days, they are available freely. But after that, you have to subscribe it. Then there comes next slide. This is the most important part to make your content in a proper way. That is, this is the video content. Suppose if you want to record something and if you want your uh, only audio to be there, or if you want not your audio along with your video should be appear over there, then you can use this video content like Screenomatic, Screencastify, OBS, Loom. For OBS you have to download the software, and Screencastify, it is freely available for 15 minutes. You can uh, add your material for 15 minutes and then it will be automatically saved in the Google Drive. So you can add your video content with the help of Screencastify. For video lectures, Screencastify is very good. I will suggest Screencastify. If you want, you can take the demo of Screencastify also. Yes, I can now share. I will be able to share the link now. Let's see. Ma'am, Screencastify, you can do from there your side. Acha, in your WhatsApp, I have sent you one link of you need a wiki. You can, in the meanwhile, you can also open that. See, Screencastify, just click on this first one, screen recording and video editing. First, you have to, yes, start creating free. So this has to be appear in your Google Chrome. See, add to your Chrome. This is not a software. This is just you have to, what you have to do, you have to add it in a Google Chrome. So one symbol will create it. You can see the symbol. See the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last fourth. No, upper side. See, upper side. Yeah, you can see the symbol of Screencastify just above this cross. Just above this cross. Just above this cross, you can see the icon of Screencastify. No. Just click on this 1, 2, 3, fourth. The fourth one, the fourth option where the tree type symbol is there. Just above the contact at iotacademy.in. Just before, just above that, Yeah, no. Just right. This one, tree extension. This is the Google extension. So here you can see the Screencastify option. Yes. Now click on this. Yes. Again, you have to log in with your Google. Allow. Tick on that two part and then next. Teacher. Higher education, finish. Enable mic, yes. Allow. Show me around. Next. And now enable welcome, desktop and enable webcam and record. Now, if you click on record option, that means my recording has been started in this session also. Next. See. And I think the recording has been started now. Next. Done. No, not done. You are desktop. Go to done part. Click on done. Now see, once you record, then you have the option of edit. When you record your video, then in the left hand side, you can see your my video. If it has been recorded, then you can go for my video. Click onto that option of my video. If something is recorded, then it will be displayed over here. Once it is displayed, then you can edit as per your convenience. Whatever you want, you can cut. Whatever you want, you can delete. Something, is there anything which you have recorded?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so then you have to record it one more time if you want. The same process you have to adopt. Go to Google extension and go for Screencastify. Yes. Enable webcam. Oh, yes. Chalo. Share. Enable webcam and then record. Yes, see this type of, and then share. Actually, you are doing from your side now. That's why your photo is coming over there. Started or not?
Do you have to record again, ma'am?
Okay. Was that recorded or not?
No, ma'am. Do you have to record it again, ma'am?
Screencastify. Is there any problem in your recording? What has happened?
Ma'am, I
Screencastify.
couldn't find it in my videos, ma'am.
Sorry?
I couldn't find it in my videos.
It has not been recorded, I think. See, go to Screencastify. Yes. Click on that option. No, not cancel. Click on that option anywhere. Anywhere you can click under the box. Inside that box. Click here. Click here. Have you clicked? Clicked? Yes. Now the option of share is appeared in a blue. Now share. Now it is going to start. See. I think session has been started. See, this icons has come up here. You can see the icons over here in the left hand side. It is running, I think. Yeah, left hand side. I think it's running now. See, there is a option of pause also, right?
Stop webcam is there.
See, there is option of stop also. There's option of pause also, right? No, left hand side, left hand side, left hand. Now you can stop the video also by yes. Now you can stop the video. Stop. 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 Needs just below that. Just below the play sign. Yes. Now the screen. Now whatever you have done, it is automatically saved in the Google Drive. Now you can see in my video. See, right? You can edit it as per your choice. Next. And you can run it. I saw there the recorded item, you can add it. I saw this. See, there is an option of no, skip
Where
that
can
part.
I run the video, ma'am?
Go to my video. My
Ma'am, I'm
video.
not able to access it, ma'am. It's not
Just
getting enabled.
pause this. Add interactive session. Just pause this.
I'm not able to skip that step, ma'am.
Oh. Okay, click anywhere. You're not able to click also.
No, ma'am, it's not getting enabled, ma'am. I think I have to do the step. Then only I'll be able to click somewhere.
Okay, click on the top user, I mean URL side and enter. Put enter. Click here and put enter. See, the recording has been started. See. Automatically it is recorded. Now you can edit it. Right? I think it is started now.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I have given you one more link related to Screencastify. Sorry, related to You Need a Wiki. So if you want, you can share it in the same way. Only two more things are there. Then I will end up the session. Now, please share the link which I had provided to you through WhatsApp. You can delete this afterwards. There's a Screencastify option because unnecessary the Google Drive will take the space in Google Drive. Yeah, this one. No, not. I've shared one You Need a Wiki link on your WhatsApp. If you want, you can send it on your chat box also. Send the same link in the chat box so that others may also access that You Need a Wiki.
Ma'am, give me 2 minutes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Once you click on this, you need a wiki. Then this type of interface you can see. So I have given you this as a demo. Here you can find out this Google Sheet and Google Doc. All these things are available over here. In this way, you can prepare your own notes for all the subjects. This is only one subject, that is stats. So under this, you have option of first unit. Under first unit, we have this sub units, subtopics are there. First one is written over here, correlation. Under correlation, we have example. Just click on this. See, here you can see this Google Slides also. So here you can write in this way. 10 मिनट रुक जाओ just. Introduction जो है, sorry, if we go click on this introduction means if you click on this introduction part, introduction, here we have used Google Doc. That means all the options of Google Slides, Google Docs are available at one place. If you have something in the Google Drive, you can directly copy it from there. So this is the way you can properly manage your UniDWiki. So share with this people so that they, instead of giving unit-wise notes on WhatsApp, it is better if we share this link with our students in this way. Coming back to the original PPT. So we have completed this options. Next is for assessment purpose. For assessment purpose, there are n number of Google form is available, but it is in a traditional way. So we can go for Quizlet, Playbuzz, Quizmaker, SurveyMonkey, TestMost, the Kahoot, and but the better option is I have written over here quizzes. You can use this quizzes option. Next, for assessment, we need there are various strategies where we can engage n number of students. Like we can provide lectures to the students who are weak. Instead of taking more number of physical classes, we can give our video lectures to them. Module, we can change the name of the module. Like we can go for module 1, module 2, module 2, right? But this is the traditional way. If we use the word module, so people, what students think we have to study. So instead of writing module 1 or unit 1, we need to change the mindset of the students. Next, instead of writing module, next, we can use term. Next, like in video game, when we go for the video game theme, So there is a mission. So mission one, mission two, level two. For next, we can use this Netflix theme to make them involved in fun activities. Unit instead of unit one, we can use season one. Instead of chapter one, we can use episode one. Those who are the cricket lovers, so we can use IPL one, inning one, right? So next, there are n number of tools available. Like I have told you, for assessment, I have shared the chart with you in the PPT. Online boards are available. For hide some Easter eggs. Easter eggs means you have some hidden clue for the students in the recorded video or when you take lectures. The hidden eggs means the secret you have to maintain. Like there is a should be some terminologies. Enter some terminology in your PPT in the form of assignment and quizzes. So I think this was the last slide. And if you have any query, then you may please ask. Oh, sorry. So again, you can go for the various strategies, which is called and team project. We can use for team project. We can use internship. We can use debate competition. We can use presentation technique, case study, research work. For to develop interpersonal skill of the students, we can invite them in a collaborative activity so that instead of doing work alone, they can work in a group, they can work in a collaborative way. Instead of using one mind, we can use the mind of 5 to 10 people. Next. And these I think we are all using. This is from my side. So if you have any query, if you have any questions, then you may please ask. Any query, any questions?